Hello and welcome to Sports Update. I'm Emmanuel Fashimi. On Sports Update, we have a lot of stories that will actually be of interest to you. We will start from Brazil, where a Nigerian had actually done exploits, and then we'll look at other stories that is making round the Flying Eagles arriving safely in Argentina, where they are battle ready for the Under-20 World Cup. The boys will land and both actually left the shores of this country last night, and they have arrived in Argentina with a whole lot of stories. But I will not be doing it alone. I also have Isaac Omedeji on the show with me. Isaac, welcome to the show.
It's a pleasure, Emmanuel.
All right, let's head straight to Brazil, where Chuwuebuka Enekwechi has actually won the men's shot put in Brazil. Chuwuebuka Enekwechi produced his best performance of the season to win the men's shot put in Brazil. The Nigerian record holder in shot put produced his best performance of the season at the Adhema Ferreira da Silva meet on Sunday. Enekwechi actually has his impressive distance of 21.25 meters, which was enough for him to win the event. His mark is now tight joint night best throw in the world this season, and he raised his previous season best of 20.12 meters set last weekend at the Drake Relays. It's also better than all his throws in the indoor season, having thrown a personal best of 21.20 meters on his season debut at the American Track League in January. Isaac, this young man has actually been doing well for himself ever since he came back from the United States of America. I think he has done well when it comes to shot put in Nigeria and then in Africa. I think, how can we actually encourage him and then probably have other shot putters to join him, because I think Nigeria has talent everywhere.
You see, with a throw of 21.25, you should know that this is someone who is aiming for the top in the world, not just on the continent. And for Chuwuebuka, in the last 5 years, he has been the best on the continent and for the country.
Yes, of course.
He talked about encouraging him. Don't be surprised that the association in charge of shot put in Nigeria might not have any input into what he did in Brazil.
And that is the sign.
Probably he sponsored himself, paid for everything, back on trading for himself, paying his coach or coaches, as the case may be. Because we don't, apart from football, we don't see anything again in Nigeria. So it's very bad. And that has also affected and make us retrogress when it comes to basketball, that we can say we're having some very good results there, especially in the female angle. For the female angles this day, unfortunately, we focus on football. For us to encourage the likes of Chuwuebuka, we need to have the sports ministry and the federation in charge of shot put coming out to show that yes, financially, they can go for available tournaments that will improve his ratings. They can go for any form of trainings that will better his skills. Not just for us to abandon him, and when he makes record like this, we will now start celebrating him. Thank God I've not had anything from the sports ministry now, from the federation in charge, claiming it's not the success of this young man. I believe he chose Nigeria based on patriotism. He would have represented another country if he wanted to.
He would have represented the United States of America, but he decided to come back home and do us proud. Like you said, because I see this as a disease, permit me to use that. How can we actually cure this? Because we concentrated on football, whereas we have other talents, good talents out there who doesn't want to even play football, but they are good in other sports. Now, how can we cure this whole menace? How can we? Because Nigeria used to dominate other sports in Africa, and probably we translate that to the world. But over the years, we have dwindled. Now, how can we actually get back and then let's be the toast of the world again?
You see, sadly, football has become a money bank, not just for the players, but for the administrators. In fact, when it comes to national teams, the administrators are making more money than the players when it comes to what they pay them. So when a sector where money is flowing like honey, to be difficult for you to cure people from focusing on such sectors. However, let us make other sports lucrative as well. When it is lucrative, rewarding, the people will come in and will be willing to participate. How many medals is football giving you? Just a medal. But from athletics, from other sports, you can get as much as possible. And unfortunately, if, for example, we go to the Olympics today and we didn't win anything, but we won gold in football, it's as if we won the World Olympics. That is bad. We need to change our orientation. We need to also make other sports lucrative, very, very lucrative, and give them the type of publicity needed from them to excel. Now, for example, someone will say that Nigeria is not good in swimming, but have you gone to the Niger Delta and see young lads who swim
like
in rivers, deadly ones? Just bring them and all their skills to match what they needed in the official swimming pool tournaments that we have. All their skills, bring them together. Like during the All African Games that we hosted in 2023, all manners of sports, all manners of games were invented by Nigeria, which enabled us at the end of the day to even win that particular one. Where are those boys? Where are those girls? Where are those sports? They're gone.
Well,
but because football is bringing money, focus on football.
Focus on football, but first thing first, let's congratulations to Enekwechi, who has actually done as well. And with this feat, I think he has gotten his 1 foot in the Olympics come Paris 2024. He will be representing Nigeria, and for our administrators, they should look inward, make other sports lucrative, make it viable, let it be something that everybody wants to come in and actually participate, and then we can move forward from there. I believe our administrators are hearing us right now. Let's move away from Brazil and land in Argentina, where I said the Flying Eagles have actually arrived. They landed safely in early hours of this morning in Argentina, where they are battle ready for the Under-20 World Cup. Isaac, if we want to actually look at this team, let's look at what they did at the Under-20 AFCON. Do you think we can hold our own? We're in the group with Brazil, Italy, Dominican Republic. Can we get out of that group? Can we even surpass the group stage? Because the last time out, that was 2019, it was totally shambles. Or in fact, the performance was below par for the Flying Eagles.
Let me answer the question this way. We will not leave the group. We will not qualify from that group. One, not because Brazil and Italy are there, but because we are not good enough. And we don't have a coach that is good enough as well. The question is, what has Lada Boso achieved for Nigeria? We saw what they did at the African Youth Championship. Very poor. Very poor. That happens to be the worst under-20 team I have seen. These are not under-17 boys. These are under-20 teams. More senior players who cannot even string 1 or 2 passes together. Who cannot have good control of the ball. Unless a miracle has been done and there has been a surgical operation on the heart of that team, that anything good will come out of it. Then probably we can get manage the results and get out of it. But as it stands, with what we have seen at the African Youth Championship and the preparations, bringing in players from nowhere, bringing in players from falling leagues, bringing in players from leagues that are not better than even the amateur league being played in Lagos. We don't have any business out of that group at the World Cup.
Okay, Isaac, for Coach Lada Boso, he has actually come out before they jetted out of the country for this tournament in Argentina, that he has found the problem. One of the major problems we noticed at the AFCON was that this team couldn't score goals. It was difficult for them to score goals, but he said he has found a solution to that. Are you sure he has actually found the solution to goal scoring chances for the team?
No coach should be going to the World Cup and tell you that he has not found a solution to the problem of his team. But after the first 2 games, I'm telling you, the same thing will be replicated. He will tell you that he doesn't know why the boys are not scoring. But the question is, what is your technical input? You see, it is not the coach that will play on the pitch. It's not the coach that will score the goals. However, there is no way you will not see the effectiveness and the functionality of a good coach on the way the players play.
Okay.
Definitely you will see. But for Lada Boso, he has not done that. and I don't believe he will still do that. Except the players on their own want to go for individual glory. I don't trust this technical crew of the international team. I don't.
Okay, you don't trust the technical crew. It's now left for Ladamboso to prove you wrong right there in Argentina. We hope they do well. The last time we did well at the Under-20 World Cup was in 2005 during the set of Mikel, who got to the final, but we lost to Argentina that is hosting right now. Yes, let's move away from Argentina and the whole story of the Flying Eagles and head straight to Italy, where Victor Osimhen has actually made history. He broke the history, he made history, and now he is the most, as in the African player that has scored most goals in the Italian Serie A with 47, surpassing the record set by the almighty George Opongwe, the only African man that has won the FIFA World Best Player. What does this mean for Victor Osimhen?
It means that the future is bright. It means that he needs to keep his head down and watch the kind of move he's going to make in the summer. Now, I would not be interested in Osimhen moving to a bigger club and end up performing. I would rather be happy with Osimhen remaining in Napoli and becoming not just only the king of Napoli, but the greatest king of Napoli. You know, I know Maradona has been the greatest king of Napoli, but if Osimhen can replicate this kind of performance and lead the team to more victories and more titles, except racism will come in, Osimhen will be the greatest of Napoli players for now. And you see, the young man is still hungry. He's still passionate. Remember yesterday, he lost the first penalty shot he took, and he was still confident enough and take it again. The second time the opportunity came, and he scored. So that goes to show you the player who knows his onions, the player who is passionate, the player who wants to go. So I think Napoli should be able to savor in this excitement. Osimhen himself should be able to think. Yes, what I mean, think. All balance of clubs are coming now. All make a move that will affect your football career.
He should not make a move that would that will affect his football career. Quickly, let's have that record. Let's have that record on the screen where Osimhen is on 47, George Opongwe with 46. Then we have Keita Balde with 41. He's a Senegalese. We have Gervinho, the Ivory Coast player who actually played for Arsenal at some point, on 40 goals. And then we have Chuwuebuka with 39, also a Senegalese. And for Victor Osimhen, congratulations to him. Quickly, let's have the flip of the table. Let's see how Napoli are standing on the table. And for Victor Osimhen, he has actually scored the 22nd goal for the season, and he's looking good for him to win the Golden Boot for the season in Italy. Napoli is on 83 points, and for Juventus, they have rode their way into the second spot, a team that was deducted 15 points but reversed later after some months. 66 points, Lazio on third position with 64 points. Inter Milan is occupying the fourth position, the last spot for UEFA Champions League, 63 points. AC Milan, Atlanta, Roma, Fiorentina, Monza, and Torino. Let's have the second side of the table quickly. The second side of the table, we have Bologna, Udinese, Sassuolo, Salernitana, Empoli, Lecce, Hellas Verona, Spezia, Cremonese, and then Sampdoria. Unfortunately, Sampdoria might be going on relegation. I beg your pardon, that figure is not actually showing very well. I think they are on 19 points. But let's leave Italy. Let's leave Victor Osimhen to savor this moment, enjoy the moment. He should just make the right move when it comes. He should not go to a team and then you become a bench warmer. Let's leave Osimhen and head straight to Spain, where Real Madrid has won the Copa del Rey after 10 years. They last won it in 2014. Now they were able to, they defeated Osasuna over the weekend to win Copa del Rey. Isaac, Real Madrid, I think they are getting themselves ready for the UEFA Champions League fixture against Manchester City.
No better ways to get ready for that kind of cracker against Man City than a title winning game. You know, it boosts your confidence. And for Real Madrid, you know, they are serial winners. They are used to winning. They always want to win, and this will be a motivating factor. You know, if you ask, I've seen people already predicted that yes, Man City will walk over Madrid on 2 legs of the semi-final. I'm not putting my head anywhere yet, because Madrid performs even when you don't even expect them to do, especially against a side you think they will not even perform, and they lose to sides that, come on, you don't even expect them to lose to. So this is a Madrid team that is phenomenal, and a Madrid team that you cannot really predict. Any club down. So it's a wonderful project for such a counter because when you go with your confidence high, with your confidence, reeling from a title winning game and also a medal on your neck, then you are ready to go.
You are ready to go. Congratulations to Real Madrid for winning the Copa del Rey. They last won it in 2014. That was when Ronaldo, Bale, and the rest of them, Luka Modric, the ever-aging playing number 10, were still together. But right now, they have actually made this time around Osasuna to pay for the years they've not won it by beating Osasuna to leave this season. Let's go straight to League One, where we have matches over the weekend. And for PSG, they were able to beat their opponent 3-1. It ended for Kylian Mbappe after Messi's suspension. Now they are back brimming to life, enjoying themselves. They beat Troyes 3-1 away, and then we have Leon, this young man Lacazette from Arsenal, giving them that last-minute goal from the spot. 5-4 against Montpellier, 9-goal thriller in that particular encounter. Against lost at home to Monaco 2-1, and Ajaccio and Toulouse goalless. Auxerre and Clermont played 1-1, and Lorient 2-1 against Brest, and Nantes lost at home to Strasbourg 2-0. Let's have the table quickly. For PSG, they've been able to restore the 6-point lead over the second person, Lens, 78-72. For PSG, it was a bit shaky for the past few weeks. Can they coast home? 6 points separating them. Can they hold on to these 6 points, Isaac?
Yes, they will. I'm not doubting it. And remember that they've already suspended Messi. And I think even without Messi, they will win it. And that suspension of Messi is just to make a statement that no player is bigger than the club. And I see it also as probably the end of the romance between Messi and PSG, because Messi renewed his contract at Paris Saint-Germain. But he has come out to apologize. He did that as a big and responsible player that he is. He knows he's still on the wage bill of PSG. But even without him, PSG will still retain this league.
Without him, PSG will still win the league. I think they actually gave him a matching order. No player can be bigger than the team. That is what they are actually telling Lionel Messi. And as it stands, he was recruited for them to win the Champions League. But I think that is an Herculean task for Lionel Messi, the likes of Sergio Ramos, Kylian Mbappe. All of them can't lay their hands on that trophy. Let's leave France right now and head straight to Italy and England, where Juventus are actually knocking on the door for the services, though they want to get him on loan. This young man, Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood, we know what has happened to him after that sexual assault saga and whatever. Now Juventus wants to sign this man. Is it going to be a good move for Mason Greenwood?
I don't see it as a good move for him. The question I've asked yourself is, how many of the English players have succeeded in the Italian league? It's a different league entirely, with different physique, with different mindset. And Greenwood is still a young player. So if he goes there young and didn't do well, it might affect his career. I think it would be right for the sake of Greenwood, but for United's sake as well. Because United is not a team that is strong enough. In fact, I will say it that United don't even have the best first 11, not the second best 11. So when you are selling players, remember, basically, Greenwood is a very, very good player. When you are selling such a good player without, except Manchester United is ready to invest heavily in the transfer market, and I think the like of Greenwood will be a problem. And I don't see the reason why they've not, bring him back to the squad. He has been set free. I don't know the kind of investigation the club is still conducting to see what is happening. It should be integrated back into the team. Especially as the new season will be, coming up after this season, it should be integrated back. Let it go into the preseason and gel with other players, and it will be a plus for Man U and not Juventus, because I see him struggling in Juve.
You see him struggling in Juve, though I think some of the players actually don't want him back. Most especially the female players, they've been worried for him coming back to that team. And Manchester United will just have to deal with that and find a lasting solution to Mason Greenwood. We wish him let's leave Mason Greenwood and head straight to Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea Mason Mount is a key target for Liverpool. A key target for Liverpool. Mason Mount, for quite some time now, has been unsettled in Chelsea. Going to Liverpool, will it be a good one for Mason Mount? Quickly.
considering is going to play from in Liverpool. But with a manager like Jurgen Klopp, he loves combative players like this, opposite players going forward. Liverpool is a player that goes forward. He's a player that wants to score full well from the midfield. But I will beg the young man not to leave. I'm begging.
As a Chelsea fan.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Okay.
But for his career, I was thinking that even the return of Lampard will give him opportunity to play. But he was a Lampard boy when Lampard was there initially. Unfortunately, it has not yet happened for him. So whatever is wrong with him, with his form, he should check it before going to Liverpool and sit on the bench. Because if he didn't check whatever is wrong with him, even at Liverpool, he will not play.
Okay, that is how far we can go on the show Sports Update. Mr. Isaac Omideje, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you very much, Manuel.
All right, let's do this again sometime again. My name is Emmanuel Fashimi. Thank you.